This can't get any worse, can it? Asmongold on WoW's future after Microsoft buys Blizzard. Wait, Asmongold said what? Let's check this one out.
Bill Gates has had enough of Torghast.
Bill Gates has had enough
I honestly
Torghast.
think it's going to be great for the Warcraft universe. I can't imagine them fucking it up worse. Yeah.
Can it even get any
Again,
worse?
Like, it's
Good question.
re-rolling a 20-sided dice that you roll a 4 or 5 on. That's basically where we're at. The
Pretty
best thing
much.
about it can't get any worse, can it, guys? Guys, it can't get any
We're already
worse.
at the bottom, right? So yeah.
Guys,
From the
can't,
bottom,
right?
it just
I mean,
goes
can't-
up, right? Like,
can't get
it
any
doesn't go
worse.
more down.
There's no way, right? I mean, there's no way. Let's see here. We deeply value individual studio cultures. Well, that's of course what they're gonna say. Like, they don't want to go in. Like, no company wants to go in and have to like micromanage these people, right?
Yeah.
They just want to have something that they can just make money off of with as little effort as possible.
True.
It's just what makes sense. Can't wait to play Master Chief and HOTS.
Wait, what?
That's not really out of the question, is it? I mean, it's really not. Like, yeah, it's actually not out of the question. Like, that could happen. Holy shit, it's real. One can only dream and hope that WoW will be much better in the future.
I think it will be
We'll see what
actually.
happens. Seeing what happened in Minecraft, I have my hopes up. Their updates have all been incredible. Yeah.
Yo, that's actually true because like after Minecraft was like bought by Microsoft, like they had like some really good long-term plans for the game, and like all those updates that came out, be it like the Nether update, the freaking Caves and Cliffs update, even like the beasts and stuff, like they added so many cool things, and I think they actually like also listen a lot to the community. So maybe now we as the community can have a bigger impact on WoW. Like if you want stuff added and we write something on the forums, maybe now with the leadership of Microsoft, maybe we get more of our wishes fulfilled. But hey, let's see.
Seeing what happened in Minecraft, I have my hopes up. Their updates have all been incredible. Yeah. I mean, like, the thing is, like, what other companies, like, if Square Enix would probably not buy WoW, or not buy Blizzard.
Yeah, because
Like, what
they're
other company could even
they're a
buy
competition to
Blizzard?
each other, so-
Riot? Like, that's the only other one I could think of. Tencent?
Riot,
Yeah.
Microsoft, Tencent maybe.
Yeah, so it could get worse, right? Apple or Sony.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I guess Sony. Yeah, it's a good point. Sony could buy them. Yeah, I mean,
Well, what would happen if like Tencent gets it? We get like more censorship maybe. Holy shit. Okay, like it's good we got Microsoft, right?
it just depends. Awkward moment whenever the races in Halo meet the races in StarCraft. Yeah, it's actually true. It's in a lot of ways Covenant and Protoss. You're right about that. It's actually fucking huge. It's one of the biggest acquisition and gaming companies. Yeah, like this is one of the biggest things that's happened. Industry, in terms of industry for like gaming in a long time. It's really big. Reminder: Phil Spencer is MMO degenerate and just gave Sega money to port Phantasy Star Online 2 and make New Genesis. Well, look, I mean, like, as I said, I'd love to talk to Phil Spencer if he wants to come on Allcraft or something like that. I'd even make an exception.
Wow,
even
that
join
would
my
be
main stream
really
if he wants
cool.
to come and do that. That would be amazing. So if Phil Spencer wants to come on, talk about the direction, the future. The truth is, I don't think he will. And the big reason for that is I think he probably will in
Wow.
the future. Like, why not, right? He seems like a pretty relaxed guy. I just
Yeah.
don't think so
I
because
also have a
think
good
that
impression
I'll
of him.
ask him questions that he doesn't have the answer for. Like, he probably doesn't know whether WoW's going to be on Game Pass or not. That's the truth, right? He probably doesn't know yet. It's too soon? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but this is often like that with a lot of gaming companies, that like actually the people that have like the lead of a game studio, they don't know so many details. They just know like rough directions. So yeah, I think maybe if he like really interviews someone, it would be probably better if he like interviews a developer. Like let's say he would maybe interview Ian, for example. I think we would get like more info from that than, yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Kill Carnage's and JP show? Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like, Blizzard is actually Blizzard is actually an anomaly. A lot of
Wait,
companies have no problem interacting with content creators, and they don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's only really Blizzard that acts really weird about content creators. Blizzard
why?
says Spencer's been looking for a replacement. I mean, I'm sure, right? I mean, it's the same with anybody. Of course they try and do that. Nintendo is another one. You're right about that. Yeah, but like that's like a language barrier thing, because like
Now that he mentioned this, like I don't remember too many interviews with people from Nintendo and content creators. Yeah, but it could be also because of the language, because they speak like mostly Japanese. But they also have some people that speak English, right? So yeah, I don't know. Like what I love so much about Square Enix, for example, like Yoshi P has freaking interviews with creators and stuff. I think that is so lit. I think this is so nice. Like I would love to see this more happen in World of Warcraft as well. Just like Yoshi P, where like I mean there have been like a few interviews with Ian and stuff, but I would like to see more interviews like that with creators or maybe some fun events or something where like creators and like the devs like they meet up and they can like ask each other's like questions or maybe they do like some sort of games or something. Like that would be interesting.
I would love to interview somebody from Nintendo, right? I mean, imagine like I get to talk to Reggie or something. That'd be really cool. But I think that it's a Japanese company.
Yeah.
So it's
the language
there's like that
barriers
extra
there.
level of separation. Yeah, Reggie left. Yeah, I know Reggie left. Isn't the guy that took in charge? Isn't his name like Bowser? Yeah, Doug Bowser. Like the guy's straight up fucking last name is Bowser. Yeah.
Wow.
Am I right about that? I remember I read that. I was like, what the fuck? Right?
Just like from
How does
Mario.
that even happen? Sony was one too? Yeah, I guess Sony too. But like a lot of these development studios, I feel like a lot of them are much more relaxed with things compared to Blizzard. You know, there are exceptions. I think Nintendo is a very good one. But that could again be, you know, culture and language difference. Okay, let's see here. Deal value 70 million. Giant corporation gets even more gianter. Deals like this should give everyone pause. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd leave that up to the government. I don't know enough about that kind of stuff. Like, this is like, yeah, I agree with this, but what do I really know? You know, like I've taken 2 years in accounting, 2 years of undergrad accounting. What the fuck do I know? Let's see here. Microsoft constantly performing anti-competitive measures in every sector they can. Yeah, of course. Every company's going to do that. It's better for a company to not have to compete. Overall opinion on the whole situation, I think this is can't get worse, right, boys?
Yeah.
Right? I hope so. I hope it can't get worse. That's the thing, right? Is like I'm optimistic, and my optimism is mainly hinged on how the Blizzard games will integrate into the Xbox Game Pass. I think if they...
Wait a second, I'm reading here something interesting. If we look at ESO, it changed nothing after being bought by Microsoft, but I hope this isn't the case with WoW. Oh yeah, right, Elder Scrolls Online, like ZeniMax, is also owned by Microsoft, now that someone mentions it here. Wait, but that's actually also something like we have to look at and worry a bit about, because Elder Scrolls Online actually went down in popularity, and that's because of like a lot of different like nerfs that were happening and changes that the community didn't want. Like I have no clue what happened there, what went wrong there, but there was like some miscommunication happening between the players and the devs. Like I used to play a lot of Elder Scrolls Online back in the day, and on forum we asked for this and that, but we didn't get it. Like we got like other stuff we didn't want, and this is something I'm like a bit worried about now with WoW. But I believe that they actually at Microsoft saw the failure of ESO, like how the population declined and how like content creators left, so that they maybe learn from that mistake, and the next MMO that they bring in, what is in this case World of Warcraft, that they're gonna do a better job with it. Because if as a company you see a game die or get less popular, like if you want the big money and you want your game to be successful long term, and you see like you made a negative experience with a game in the past, this can also mean that you're gonna do something better with the new game that you bring in this case World of Warcraft, right? So I hope they learned from their mistake with ESO and they're gonna do something nice with WoW. Because ESO had a lot of potential, but it was completely ruined by a lot of lag in PvP that they didn't fix, and like changes and nerfs that nobody asked for. Because let's be logical here, right? Like let's say you play on a certain class and you do like 5% more damage than anyone else, right? Then why do you nerf everyone by 10% and that's a certain class that does 5% more damage by 15%? Like why you bring everyone down instead of you bring the others up? Like the way they did this with like classes and skills in ESO was really annoying. Or there were like certain classes that could like spam 3 skills in like 2 seconds or something sort of, right? And they made it where they add like a cast time or like made it longer, so you can only have like 1 skill per second now or something like that. And they could have like made other skills faster instead. So yeah, I hope they don't ruin WoW and the way combat works like they did in ESO, because ESO combat became so boring with those new cast times and 10% decrease here, 15% there. It was so dumb. They could have buffed everything that's underperforming instead of bringing everything down to the bottom where nobody enjoys it anymore.
Include the WoW sub into the Game Pass, that it's a good thing. Do you think Xbox is going to do a Final Fantasy 14 and kill WoW and make WoW 2.0? No, I don't think so.
I also don't think we don't
like,
get WoW 2.0
If they ever did make a
by
WoW
Microsoft.
2.0, I would be kind of worried. Obviously, I'd like to see it happen.
Yeah,
of course.
even better graphics.
What
and
is really WoW 2.0 if not the same game that Shadowlands is with better graphics? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's not like, oh, well, they're going to make WoW 2 and everything's going to be good. Like, they're going to be designing it with the same philosophies that they made Shadowlands in. Like, the engine for WoW is old. It is problematic, for sure. Would I like to see WoW in, like, a better engine? Like, not Unreal Engine, but, like, something that has the same quality as Unreal 5 engine?
They could do
Absolutely.
that maybe.
I think that we
like,
all would. But what you have to keep in mind is, like, one
engine.
reason why a game like League of Legends and a game like Minecraft, they're so successful and so popular, it's because
of the soul
they have
of the
shitty
game.
graphics. And they're accessible to more.
Yeah, not just that. Yeah, they're accessible. You want to say that they're like accessible to more players and people because some don't have good computers. I think that's what he's gonna say, but we will find out. But like the thing is, like it's the soul and the direction of a game that matters. If a game is like soulless, like okay, let's take New World for example. We saw that New World was like crazy cool when it came to like combat and graphics. I think actually I liked it that you have like so much reaction based combat there, and this makes it like it gives you a higher skill ceiling in a game, right? Because you can like dodge stuff, block stuff and things. Like you can do a lot of stuff that you can't do in, for example, WoW, right? Because use your skill, use your skill, use your skill. It's basically like that. You don't have like freaking dodging, blocking, and you have to like manually aim and stuff like that. So the graphics are also really nice in New World, but the game had no soul at the start. I don't know if it will change in time. I hope it will, and New World will become better. But because there's like no soul, no heart, no like future direction, also lore and story wise, the game is not attracting players. Now, when it comes to Minecraft, yeah, Minecraft maybe looks like it doesn't have any lore or any story. But if you look at Minecraft as a whole and with like the expansions and what like people and creators are putting out, it looks like a world that's growing in itself, and there are like certain runes in certain biomes, there are certain different kinds of villages, and we know each few years we get like more and more, and there's like a certain direction, and the community of Minecraft is really, really great and big, and people are just bringing in their friends and neighbors and everyone, so it has a pretty good environment and a big heart, a big soul, right?
They have shitty graphics, and they're accessible to more computers and more types of players.
I was correct with my guess.
So minimum specs, exactly. So now it's Final Fantasy 14 on PlayStation. Now WoW will have, Microsoft will have WoW on Xbox, put on the tinfoil hat. I can only hope so. I've always been a fan of making WoW portable to console in some way or another.
Yeah,
it'd be hard to make it fully portable, and I don't know how that would happen. But with small things, yeah, I think so.
I hope we can play with console players too.
I would want it to be on console. In a perfect world, it would be on console. ESO and Final Fantasy 14 are both on console, so I don't think that it's unreasonable to expect that. You think Microsoft can maintain the old Blizzard
soul? We're in 2022.
I don't really even know what that is, right? It's like it's such a amorphous, ethereal idea that like, what is the old Blizzard soul? I think that what you're really missing is you're missing your young gamer soul more than you're missing the old Blizzard soul. I'll grant you this. You go back and you read the Warcraft 2 manual, it's pretty fucking cool, right?
Yeah.
It's really cool. They've got tons of extra pictures. They're telling the stories. It's funny. It's interesting.
It's like the teenager excitement.
Like, is there a little bit of that? But like that's
like what I love so much about, let's say, Warcraft 3, for example, and 2. Like there was like this kind of excitement. Like there's a new world. There are freaking orcs. There are humans. There are like undead. There are this and that. Like the story, everything was like a dream for like freaking teenagers. Like how teenagers would think in their head about like fantasy when they see like a freaking movie like Lord of the Rings or something. Like there was like a lot of fantasy going on, like a very cool story and concept, and it was really, really new. Like there was nothing alike back in the day, right? So it was all refreshing, exciting, and it was like a teenager dream, like a fantasy, right? So yeah, it's like that. And yeah, by the way, guys, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget, hit that subscribe button. We are getting very close to 60,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. And yeah, let's continue.
It's the way a lot of manuals used to be back then, and now there's just it doesn't really play like that anymore. Like, games aren't like that anymore. It's the way it goes. You preach mad season, you think they're going to come back to WoW? If the game's good, yeah, I think it's very simple. And also, like, if the game's popular. Preach and mad season both are content creators, and it's their job to
I hope
to
creators
create
come
content
back
for the games that people want to see.
Yeah, I
so,
hope they come
if
back.
there's a lot of people that want to see WoW content, then they will make WoW content.
There are a couple of creators I miss.
Users across their games. I think you're being very optimistic. No, I don't think I'm being optimistic. If they're hemorrhaging
Maybe Pine
people
comes back
across
too.
all their games, then it can't really get worse, can it? You know, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if they're already hemorrhaging people, then it's like, okay, fine, let's try something different. People want to come back. Yeah, I think people want to see the game be successful. Of course. People drink way too much Blizzard bad juice. Like, holy shit, chill.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it's a bit much too as well. What are your thoughts on everything getting paywalled in the Microsoft Store and Windows Store?
No.
I mean, like, games are usually paywalled. I mean, you have to pay to play the game. I don't really think this isn't really a new idea.
I hope there are not more
You have to pay to play a game.
microtransactions.
Blizzard using books for storytelling might come to a stop with this to promote actual gameplay storytelling. Oh, I agree with that. Absolutely. Soon, yeah, there you go. I hope they get rid of that. I do.
That's so annoying.
You think
with
it's
the
going to be
Microsoft
hands-off like Bethesda? I think for the most part it will be hands-off. There's no reason for them to be hands-on for something. It's usually, like, as long as things are going well, this is generally what I would say is going to happen. If things are going well, it's hands-off. If things are not going well, it's hands-on. That's pretty much it. They won't get rid of books. Halo is 2/3 of its lore in books. Yeah, but Halo is not really the same type of game as WoW.
Wait, what? Master Chief class,
New class
added to WoW.
Yeah, the Chief. There you go. First time for everything. Microsoft, WoW devs being forced to play their own game.
Oh, that would be actually nice. Like, some people believe that actually the WoW devs are not playing their game. And I'm sometimes believing that too, because of certain systems that are added to the game. Like, you know what? I actually hate farming freaking Soul Ash and Cinders and stuff, or Legendaries. And now I've heard that in 9.2, you have to grind reputation in order to have double legendaries and stuff. Like, there's like some stuff that's happening that I find like very, very strange that they even add this to the game. And it makes me sometimes feel like the WoW devs are not playing the game, because who would want to farm and grind for that like that? Or like Renown. I find like it's good that now you can buy like Renown like 40 for new characters, like alls that you level up. But I still find like the Renown grind very, very annoying. Like, what I wish is like Renown is account bound and you have 80 on one character and all have 80. Like, I think it's so annoying to grind Renown. I just got like a Orc Hunter leveled up, a Survival Hunter, and I'm now level 60 there as well. And I'm at like Renown, what, like 44 something? I bought like 40 and did like yesterday like a little bit of questing, and like I got like 4 Renown or so. But it's so annoying because I know I will take like over a week, maybe 2, to max out. And it's just so annoying because I know I have like at least 3 characters already that are Renown 80. Why can't my alt be automatically 80? And this annoys me a lot. And yeah, the grind for the legendary doing Thorghest runs, so many, and it's
Devs
annoying.
being forced to play their own game. Oh, I can only fucking hope. Yeah, I can only fucking hope, man. Oh, it'll probably take 2 expansions before we see big changes. Yeah, for sure. You think Xbox is going to remove
that would be nice.
microtransactions? No, why would they? There's no reason for them to.
to.
Yeah, they're not going to give a shit. That's completely, like, that's up to Blizzard and what's going to happen. Reduce price, perhaps. I mean, like, maybe it could be included with your Game Pass and you just get all the microtransactions for free. I don't know. I doubt it, especially if you're already paying for the game. So yeah, it's not what I'd expect. You think they might buy it in console? I think it's possible. WoW
It's
going
very
to Xbox
possible.
is definitely possible. Never reduce price? Yeah, I don't think they would either. I don't mind microtransactions as long as they're purely cosmetic, don't affect the gameplay. I do, because I think that people play games to get cosmetics, and like if you
It's
just give people
definitely a
cosmetics
huge
for
part.
money, especially whenever the cosmetics are better than the ones you get in game, it makes people feel like their effort isn't really as meaningful. So yeah, I don't like any microtransactions.
Yeah, like let's look for example at the Time Lost Proto Drake. I did like a couple of days ago a guide how you can get it, and this one took me like 6 days and so many hours, like 40, 50 hours or so to get. Like that was the mount I grinded for the most probably in WoW. Like 50 plus hours at least, 6 days. I was like camping like an idiot. I killed like at least 11 or 12 rares until I got like one freaking time lost, right, with my group. We were like lucky and I found some cool methods how to get it a bit faster. But it was crazy grindy. And then I have like the time lost proto drake. And then I suddenly see some dude on like some sort of dragon that he got from the freaking from a store, like a store mount. And I look at the store mount and I'm asking myself, why did I spend so much time getting the time lost proto drake when there's like this store mount that can do so many cool things and stuff, and like the mount special looks really nice. Like, why the heck I don't just buy freaking mounts? Like, why do I even bother grinding? It's kind of like that. So yeah, like what he says there, or same with like transmogs. Like there's this one thingy that looks so nice on a freaking priest. Like this one that gives you some sort of glow, right? Like there's this white thingy. I forgot the name of it, but it has like this blue glow. It looks really nice on a priest, but it can also fit on a mage. And this is from the store. So why would I grind old rates for cool transmogs if I can just buy it?
Actions in games. I would prefer to just play a sub or pay for expansions with games. That's what I've always liked more. Yeah, I mean that's about it. Do you think Microsoft acquisition of Blizzard and WoW will tie WoW and COD to the COVID conspiracy? And if so, why is Thrall responsible? I think it would probably be the undead that would be responsible for COVID. Do you think that WoW subscription price may change? Yeah, I think it might. I feel like it will probably be added into the Xbox Game Pass. Where the fuck did
That's
you buy
good.
a game,
You get
finish,
more
go
stuff
ahead,
with
grind
it
it out, go? It went into the garbage because they can make more money by selling microtransactions. It's just that simple. Yeah, and there also are games like that still do have like no microtransactions. Like I'll open up Steam here. Let me see here. Library. Let's see here. Alt F4, Dark Souls, Cuphead, Hades, Valheim. Like there's a Sekiro.
Yeah, there are
a lot of these games don't really have microtransactions, so it's not like every game.
Minecraft
has
also
out,
doesn't have really microtransactions.
Witcher, yeah, The Witcher. There's another one. The Witcher has an expansion, but as I said, I'm fine with expansions. I know it's a stupid question, but could you see WoW getting a Realm Reborn treatment? I think that if we're gonna see a Realm Reborn for World of Warcraft, we're probably gonna see it in 10.0. Or maybe to happen in the expansion.
Dragon Isles will be the reborn.
I do think that WoW is due for a Realm Reborn, and effectively, like you can call it that, but like you could also call it a Cataclysm. Like that's really what it is. It's a Cataclysm.
But you know what's good about this? If they actually redo a WoW reborn, like a Realm Reborn for WoW. Like, we have so much lore, so many expansions and stuff. If we can have, like, some sort of reset of everything, like the whole world, or some very big catastrophe or something, like, this would bring us to zero again, right? Meaning that we can build up on new expansions and stuff. Because we have already... Should we say, like... Can you describe this as, like, sucked out so much lore? But there's, like, so much lore going on in World of Warcraft, and there were, like, so many expansions, that at some point, it just becomes, like, a repeating cycle, right, of stuff. But what if you actually do some sort of WoW reborn, and you are at zero? Like, let's say, 80% of the planet gets... Okay, that's extreme, but gets wiped, or we have to start fresh, or we maybe get sucked into the past, or something different. Like, that would be interesting. Or how about we all get, like, freaking teleported to the past, or maybe like a faraway future, like 100 plus years later or something. Like that would be so interesting. Or if like another cataclysm happens, and maybe we also get to see like brand new races and stuff, maybe new lands. Or how about we go back to the past before the Maelstrom and stuff, where like Azeroth was like less islands and more land. Whoa, that would be actually nice. Like a WoW Reborn, like before like all that happened, right, in the past, when trolls just became freaking night elves and stuff. I still think it's so weird that like night elves used to be trolls.
Another cataclysm. Yeah, I think it's definitely due for one. Absolutely. What's a Realm Reborn? It's just a phrase of them basically like remaking the game from the ground up. Yeah, that's really what it is. Your dad's newspaper was right. You should have bought Activision Blizzard stock. Yeah, actually it was. That's crazy whenever you think about it.
Imagine you would own
something like that. Do you think Blizzard game will be on the other store than Battle.net, like Steam on the Microsoft store? I think they'll probably just allow both of the apps to exist simultaneously.
Yeah, most
I
likely.
doubt that they'll try to make every Blizzard gamer go over to the Xbox app, but maybe they
Oh,
will.
that would be annoying.
I think that you'll probably just see more integration. You know, like how now we can see there's like Call of Duty and everything like this. I think they'll probably just remake the Battle.net app to where it has the same features as the Xbox game app. About 40K worth.
That wouldn't be
Nice,
too bad.
Man. That's like fucking like, what is that now? That's like 50K, pretty much. Yeah, congrats, man. That's awesome. Imagine a further web browser. Wow, everything's smooth and integrated seamlessly. Yeah, I'd love that. Now they can cut out Steam on half the market. I don't think that... I'm not sure what's going to happen with Steam. I'm not really sure about that. Call of Duty back on Steam, maybe? It's hard to say. Yeah, I think they'll probably... I feel like they'll probably keep Call of Duty on their own launchers. I hope they don't completely get rid of BNet. I think what they could also do, and this is just like something really easy for them, is they could just make a Battle.net skin for the Microsoft launcher. So it's the Microsoft launcher, but it looks like old Battle.net. That's something they could also do.
That's actually a good idea because, like, it gives you something that you're used to, but it's still... But that means you still have to download it and stuff and get this prepared. Like, I didn't like this when this happened, like, with freaking Minecraft, where I had to, like, make a Microsoft account suddenly and got like, migrated and stuff. Like, it was so annoying. Like, I don't like to always make, like, new accounts and stuff, like... But the thing is, like, once you do it, like, you have peace for a while, right? Until, like, maybe something new comes up or a company gets bought again by another company. But, yeah, maybe we have to go through something annoying at least one time and then maybe we have our peace. But still.
That seems pretty possible. Yeah, it's easy. And it's like, why would they not do that? Battle.net's integrated into the games, though? Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to deal with that. What do you think will happen to smaller Blizzard games like Heroes of the Storm and StarCraft 2? Same thing that's happening to them now. Not a whole lot. No more storm mounts? No. This doesn't really... I think they're going to be adding in storm mounts.
I don't think the changes are going to be
stuff.
that
all
big
that's
to
going
WoW.
to be the same.
Like small changes.
There's not going to be a change really one way or another. So many streamers talking about WoW news really shows even if the game has gone to shit, the love for the game still exists.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a huge news. I mean, it's massive news. Everybody's going to be talking about this, and you're right.
Especially if you played the game before.
Everybody wants to see WoW do well.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people who are like so angry about WoW that they want to see it fail. I can see why, but there aren't as many of those people as you might imagine, and there's a lot more people that just want to see the game that they grew up with do well.
Yeah, they're just frustrated, also, and that's why they react that way.
There's a lot of people who they have like this fixation on only playing one MMO and playing one game.
You get burnt out,
I think
don't
that you're
do that.
seeing that kind of fade away now. But for like the last 10 years or 15 years almost, there were a lot of WoW-only gamers.
I could never be this kind of person, guys. Like a one-game person. Like this would drive me nuts. Like why do you guys think I sometimes make Minecraft Let's Plays and stuff still? Why do I have like Minecraft, World of Warcraft, and every once in a while there's like a bit of Final Fantasy 14? Because I will get burnt out. Like I will hate to play a game at some point when I play it, let's say every day for 10 plus hours. Like that's just me. Like I like to sometimes get a fresh taste of something new, right? Or something different or something I haven't had. It's kind of like this, the same way you can compare this maybe to food. Like, let's say you're someone that freaking loves cheeseburgers to death. Like, you really love eating cheeseburgers. But if every day you eat a cheeseburger, at least after like 8 or 9 days, the burger won't taste the same like it did on the first, second, and third day, right? So if you had like 8 days just cheeseburgers, you're really happy if you get some, let's say, rice and fish, or you get some spaghetti, like, yeah, let's say spaghetti. So you will be happy on the 9th day that you eat suddenly spaghetti instead of like a burger again, right? Like a cheeseburger. So it's the same with games. If you play too much a game, the taste is no longer there. It doesn't taste as exciting. But if you hop on another game for a couple of days, like 2-3 days, another game, and then you come back, like it feels great. Like I'm having so much fun playing, let's say, Minecraft after 2-3 days playing a different game. And that's usually what I do during the week. Like let's say on Monday, Tuesday, I grind up a character in World of Warcraft. And then on Wednesday, I hop on freaking Minecraft. Maybe I record something or so, or I'm just like working on my farms or go back to my old main world. And then on Tuesday, I go back to WoW, and Friday, maybe I check into Final Fantasy 14. And that helps me to not get burnt out and still love the games, and that I can play those games for so many years. So yeah, if you're a one game person, just try this. Give yourself at least 1 or 2 days a week for some sort of reset and play another game.
And they didn't want to play any other game.
It really
And
helps.
over the course of like maybe the last few years, maybe like last 4 years, I'd say, since like WoD, you've seen that change a lot. You? Well, not really. I mean, like, not me, because I played a lot of other games. I remember you saying almost 2 years ago when Classic was out and Shadowlands was coming, it's a great time to be a WoW player, and it wasn't. Since then, it's been one of the worst times ever to be a WoW player. I think at the beginning of Shadowlands, the problem wasn't really...
The expectation was high,
true,
that's
though.
why.
Like, it was great. We had BC coming out. We had Classic WoW. We had Shadowlands. Like, there were a lot of really good things back then.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely there was. The problem really is that, in my opinion, if right now we were looking forward to 9.3 and not 9.2, I think that most people would think Shadowlands is fine. The problem really with Shadowlands is a lack of content. It's the same problem that WoD had. It's not that like Shadowlands is bad. I mean, there are things that are bad about Shadowlands, I mean, for sure. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is just a lack of content.
Yeah, I feel like the story is a bit cut short too.
I think that there's a lot of people who just want more content in the game. As I said, I think that
more quests as well.
If we were talking about patch
quests, not
9.3 and not 9.2 right now, half of the people that are complaining about the game would not be complaining about the game. At least half. I think that's such a huge factor, man. Like the lack of content.
Yeah, but that's true. I feel like the thing about like Shadowlands was like the story also felt a little bit short to me. Maybe it's because I'm used to like longer stories from like other games. Like I feel like Elder Scrolls Online had like some great story. I also think like Final Fantasy XIV story is quite long, right? And there are like many quests and stuff. But when I compare like Shadowlands to like old school WoW expansions, like Draenor for example, I find like the whole quest line with like the zones and everything in, let's say, Warlords of Draenor a little bit more exciting. But maybe that's just me than Shadowlands, right? Or Legion and stuff. But hey, I don't know. Let's see what direction they're going towards, but I think it's gonna be at least a little bit better. Maybe it will be much better. Let's see what the future of World of Warcraft will be. And yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. And let me know in the comment section what you think about Blizzard belonging now to Microsoft. Do you guys think this will be a positive change for the game or not? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. And I would really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. This will help out with the YouTube algorithm. And I wish everyone a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time.